Hey everybody, David here, and this is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class breakdown, and this particular breakdown is dealing with the cleric archetype, the Tempest Domain. I really think that the Tempest Domain is probably one of the most interesting domains of all 8 of the cleric domains. Now, at level 1, you're going to gain skills for being a cleric, and it's really nice because the cleric is one of just several classes in D&D 5e that allows you to take your archetype also at level 1. A lot of the other classes have to take their archetypes at either 2 or level 3. But like I said, the cleric, they get baseline and archetype at level 1. And you can see already, this is the baseline cleric. You're going to get to cast a multitude of spells, including cantrips. You're going to get spells from level 1 to level 9. You're going to get your Channel Divinity. You're going to get to use Channel Divinity even more, and you're going to see how important that is, especially when we start going over the Tempest Domain features. You're also going to get ability score improvements, and you can use this to boost your ability scores or take an optional feat. You're going to get to destroy undead, the higher level that your cleric becomes. You're going to also get divine intervention and an improvement for that feature as well. So everything that you're already getting with the cleric, you're now going to get to take additional features with the Tempest. Now, the Tempest cleric, gods whose portfolios include the Tempest Domain, including Talos, Umberlee, Cord, Zeboim, the Devourer, Zeus, and Thor, govern storms, seas, and sky. They include gods of lightning and thunder, gods of earthquakes, some fire gods, and certain gods of violence, physical strength, and courage. In some pantheons, a god of this domain rules over other deities and is known for swift justice delivered by thunderbolts. In the pantheons of seafaring people, gods of this domain are ocean deities and the patrons of sailors. Tempest gods send their clerics to inspire fear in the common folk, either to keep those folk on the path of righteousness or to encourage them to offer sacrifices of propitiation to ward off divine wrath. Now, you can see that the Tempest Domain involves lightning and thunder. Keywords are Zeus, Thor, so this is a really strong domain, and you're going to get to add all of these class features on top of the baseline cleric, which just is going to make it like a very offensive type of cleric. Now you're going to see here that you get domain spells. Domain spells work like this. Your baseline cleric allows you to pray to your deity every day to get, or if you take a long rest, you can pray to get a pool of spells that you can cast from. This pool of spells depends on your cleric level and your ability modifier, which in the cleric's case is wisdom. So, your pool of spells is separate from your spell slots. Your spell slots are the spell levels that you can cast the spells within your pool of spells. Now the domain spells, they're free spells that you can cast. And this means these are additional spells on top of your pool of spells. You still have to expend spell slots, levels 1 through 9, to cast these spells, but these will not count towards your daily pool of memorized spells. So I wanted to explain it to you a little bit further because there's been a lot of confusion on pools of memorized spells and domain spells. So I hope that helped you out. Now you're also going to notice at level 1 you're going to get Fog Cloud and Thunder Wave. Level 3, Gust of Wind and Shatter. Level 5, Call Lightning and Sleet Storm. Level 7, Control Water and Ice Storm. And finally level 9, Destructive Wave and Insect Plague. So those are all additional spells that you'll be able to cast on top of your daily pool of memorized spells. Now at level 1, much like the features that you're going to get for baseline cleric, you're going to get also Tempest Domain features. And the first one at level 1 that you're going to get for going Tempest Domain is you're going to gain proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor. That's really nice. No need to explain that. Now, next, also at level 1, you are going to get Wrath of the Storm. This is when you can thunderously rebuke attackers. So when a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction, as long as you have a reaction left, to cause the creature to take a dexterity saving throw. Now, if the creature that you hit Wrath of the Storm with your reaction, fails the saving throw, that creature will take 2d8 lightning or thunder damage. The damage will be your choice. Or, if the creature makes its saving throw, it will still take the 2d8 damage, but it will only take half of the damage, seeing that it was a successful dexterity saving throw. Now, you can use Wrath of the Storm a number of times equals to your Wisdom modifier. So the higher your Wisdom modifier, the more times you can use Wrath of the Storm. And then you'll regain all of your expended uses of this feature when you get a long rest in. That's really nice. And it only takes a reaction to use Wrath of Storm. Very good value for a reaction. So that's Wrath of the Storm. Next, level 2, you're going to get Undead. You're going to get Turn Undead for your Channel Divinity for baseline cleric. So the Tempest Domain is going to give you Destructive Wrath as well. And this is when you can use your Channel Divinity to wield the power of the storm with unchecked ferocity. When you roll lightning or thunder damage, you can use your Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling. That is really nice. Remember when we first started the class breakdown, I told you at level 2, when you get Channel Divinity, you will get more uses as you get higher level. So, what that means, you can use Destructive Wrath more. You can use this to do max damage on lightning or thunder damage types of attacks, spells, whatnot. Really nice. Destructive Wrath is pretty much the bread and butter of this domain. Now, also, you are going to get at level 6, you are going to get Thunderbolt Strike. And this is when you deal lightning damage to a large or smaller creature, you can also push it up to 10 feet away from you. So the keywords large or smaller. It does not say medium, so it has to be large or smaller. And this is passive, so every time you deal lightning damage to that larger, smaller creature, you can push it 10 feet away from you. And pushing is you push it in a straight line. That is really powerful, especially for level 6. And that is that's a passive class feature. That's really strong. I like it. You can always control a creature and just keep pushing it 10 feet away from you. That's really powerful. Now, at level 8, you're going to get a Divine Strike, just like all of the other cleric archetypes or domains. Now this is when you gain the ability to infuse your weapon with divine energy. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an additional 1d8 thunder damage to that target. And it's straightforward. You get to do it once a turn. It's a total free action, and it's 1d8 extra thunder damage. Now take into consideration, Divine Strike is also going to level with you. So at level 14, the damage is going to increase from 1d8 to 2d8 thunder damage. So that's a win situation also. And lastly, you're going to get, at 17, you will get Stormborn. This is insane. Stormborn is when you have a flying speed equal to your current walking speed whenever you are not underground or indoors. Holy cow. You get to have a flying speed. You get to fly as long as you're not underground or indoors. That is crazy. I really like that. So, as you can see, the Tempest domain is really strong for the cleric. I hope you guys enjoyed this class breakdown tutorial. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you enjoyed it. Also, if you need a character sheet, I have over 840 Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition character sheets from levels 1 to 20, every class, every archetype. 840, and they're all on nice 3-page PDFs already ready to go. So if you want to try a level 10 Tempest Cleric, just go to the website. The link will be down below. And just take that character sheet, try it out, and leave a comment. Anyways, thanks again, everybody. I'll see you next time. Good gaming.